Hey, great big world out there. Hey, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. It has been 7 entire days since I have seen y'all. How y'all been doing? Y'all had a good week? I did. And my week was productive. Like, I'm super excited. Like, I got so much done. Like, oh, and I got some sleep. And I got a couple of days of cool weather. Whew, that is so refreshing, so relaxing. So we're here. I want to tell you all, if you all have had some highs or some lows this week, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You picked yourself back up. You're still here in the land of the living, and we are going to thank God for that, okay? So we're not going to stay in that same space that we were in because it's not necessary. We're here. So, y'all know I like to kick off the show with some fun facts. I'm getting a lot of respect for different things that I just took for granted or didn't really care about. So today our fun fact is about the moon, the actual moon. So here we go. Our moon shares a name with all moons simply because people didn't know that moons existed until Galileo Galilei discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter in 1610. In Latin, the moon was called Luna, which is the main objective for all things moon related. So, with the radius of about 1,080 miles, that's 1,740 kilometers, the moon is less than a third of width of the Earth. If the moon were the size as a nickel, the moon would be about as big as a coffee bean. Like, can you just picture that? Like, pick up a coffee bean and like put it in your hand. And if you got a big hand, you probably can't even see it like me. So yeah, I just found that amazing. So the moon is an average of 238,855 miles that accumulates 384,400 kilometers away. That means that 30 Earth-sized planets could fit in between Earth and the moon. 30 planets. Like, yo, man, the moon is slowly moving away from Earth, getting around an inch further away every year. It takes 27.3 days for the moon to travel all the way around the Earth and complete the orbit. Like 27.3 days? Wow. Just 1 month to go around the whole Earth. Because Earth is moving as well, rotating on its axis as an orbit from the sun, the moon appears to orbit us every 29 days. So after it goes around the whole Earth, it hits us in 29 days. Like, man, like this is amazing. So, Earth moon has a core mantle and crust. The solid iron-rich inner core is 149 miles. That's 240 kilometers in radius. It is surrounded by a liquid iron shell, which is 56 miles thick. Wow. Like, just picture a mile on top of a mile on top of a mile, and it's 56 of those. That's going to be really, really thick. The mantle extends from the top of the molten layer to the bottom of the moon's crust. The crust is about 25 miles, which is 40 kilometers thick on the moon's near side hemisphere, and up to about 37 miles, which is 60 kilometers thick. It is made of oxygen, silicon, magnesium, iron, calcium, aluminum, and small amounts of titanium, uranium, potassium, and hydrogen. That's what the moon is made up. Wow. Man. Like, I don't know if y'all enjoyed learning that about the moon, but I did. So we kicking off with October birthdays, of course. We had some past birthdays. Shout out again to Auntie Joyce that was on the 1st. My sister Benita that was on the 5th. My auntie cousin Shan that was on the 8th. I'm sorry, and rest in peace, my father, October 7th. We do got some important birthdays also approaching. Corey is 1023. What's up, C Styles? We got 1024, my big brother Kevin, and my brother-in-law Jerome. We got 1030, Shawanda and New City Tay. Man, like, happy birthday to anybody celebrating in October. Like, be safe. Y'all know I love birthday cake. Just send me a slice or tell me where to meet y'all and I get it. Don't worry about if it's whipped cream or buttercream. I'll just take the whipped cream off. I want to acknowledge all our guests that's tuning in. Hey, Ballhead. Hey, Miss Angel. What's up, Big V? I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Today, of course, is like any other show on a Saturday that I do. It is amazing because I'm amazing, right? Okay. So now, please love, like, share the content. If you have not already subscribed to that YouTube page, please do so now, which is at youtube.com. Go to Anointed Accounting and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell so you can get the notifications when our shows are uploaded. Got a few announcements to make. Excluding today, individuals, if you file out on Form 1040, your return is due on the 15th, which is 4 days. If you are being electronically filed out, great. If you are mailing in your tax return, that needs to go to the post office today. That is very important. Due to the holiday approaching, we don't want any mishaps. So get that in the mail today. The post office mailbox is still open. You can drop it in there. Okay? Today is so special. So special. And typically, I never come in with disclaimers. But because of our show's topic today, I'm going to give out some disclaimers and I'm doing something new today. So check it out. So today's discussion includes topics of abuse that may be difficult for some listeners and viewers. If you or anyone you know may be experiencing any type of domestic violence, whether it's verbal, mental, physical, financial, please reach out to the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. The show may be extended beyond our usual 2 hours. If you must leave, I completely understand. Thank you for spending your time with AAA as always. We want to hear from you today. This is a safe space where we support and uplift one another. I also want to personally thank you for sharing your story, which is going to be our special guest, and I'm going to get into that. Together, we're breaking soul wounds, healing, finding empowerment, and balancing life and our finances. Again, please love, like, share the content. This content is free. I wish back in the day it was available free for us, but it wasn't. So please share the content. Give us feedback. We look forward to that. Now, what I said I was doing different is I'm opening up the phone lines today. So if you want to call in with a question or a comment, please feel free to do so. With doing so, we're going to ask that you limit your questions to the actual topic and not go into the actual experience. We want to respect everyone's space and not be invasive. So the number that you are going to call is going to be area code 312-837-7219. We're going to ask that you give your name and where you're calling from. Okay? So, this amazing show today surrounds domestic violence. And again, domestic violence comes in all shapes and forms. It's not always visible, and it doesn't always leave a physical scar. It could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be verbal, it could be physical, financial, and even spiritually. Each form can strip away any confidence, independence, and peace of mind. But today, Saturday, October 11th, 2025, we're here to bring awareness, understanding, and hope. We also want to remind everyone that there is life, healing, and freedom beyond any pain. It's so true. I'm a witness to that. So, it's been a long time coming. I haven't had a guest in a while, but that's okay. I got an incredible guest joining me today. My guest literally lives up to her zodiac sign. Through and through. She's fearless, she's fiery, and she stands her ground. She don't care how tall you are, she don't care how big you are, none of that. Just imagine a poodle running up to a cane corso. Yep, that's a good example. She is a survivor of domestic violence, and she's here to share her powerful story, empower others, shed light on financial and emotional impact of abuse, the signs that we don't often see, and she's going to shed light on the strength and the freedom that comes from breaking free. Now, y'all know how I like to do it. I like to work backwards, right? I like to give y'all some highlights, and then after I give y'all a couple highlights, I bring the person on, right? Okay. Okay, so highlights today about my special guest, Abigail L. Kingley. She is what I respect about her more than anything is she is passionate about God. She walks in her faith. By day, she keeps people safe, working in security, showing courage and dedication. By heart, she's a fur baby mom, providing love and care in all forms. She is very, very family orientated. She's so very orientated. And she values connection and support. Most importantly, she is a survivor of domestic violence, and she is here to share her story. Boom! Abigail! Abigail!
Hey.
Abigail!
Hi, everyone.
Have a seat, honey. Hey, girl.
Oops. Hey, y'all. 1 second.
See what I mean? I told y'all. Oh, my God. You got everything?
Yeah, I got
you
everything.
Sure? Okay, yeah, because you're going to be thirsty, girl.
For sure.
So,
hey,
Abigail,
y'all.
Say hi to everybody. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
I'm so honored to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, girl. We are going to have a good time. So I shared a couple highlights about you. I want you to shed some highlights about you.
Okay.
And what you're passionate about, your volunteer services. Like, tell us some of that, because I didn't want to spill all the beans, because they say I talk too much.
Okay, so first and foremost, hey y'all, I'm Abby, known as Abby K for sure. I am a domestic violence survivor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
And that's why I'm here today to tell my story and shed some light to others who are not able or don't have the voice to speak out, to ask for help or know like signs. But hey, I'm an Aries. You feel me? I definitely like to support and help others, regardless if it's not about domestic violence. You know, I'm a huge giver. You know, I love to give without expecting anything in return. So one thing I do, I'm a fur baby. I'm a fur mom. So my smooches, my smoochie, everybody know that's my baby. That's my daughter. That's my heart. And I at first did not have a passion for dogs, so I have a passion now for dogs. So the reason why I have a passion and the love for my smooches now is because what I went through and why I'm here today to share my story. I didn't know anything about domestic violence. I mean, anything about animal emotional support animals. So I had my fur baby smooches 2 weeks prior to my granny passing away, which I didn't have a name for smooches. So with that being said, once my grandma passed away, I named smooches after my grandma because I used to tell my grandma smooches and hugs before we got off the phone. And the reason why I guess love her so much is because around that time I was ending the relationship with my domestic abuser, and I had just lost my grandma. So sorry.
Oh yeah. See, I ain't said a word.
Sorry. So I had moved out of my crib that I moved out of my apartment that I was getting abused in, and I got a new apartment. So the new apartment, it was just me and smooches, y'all. It was me and smooches, and y'all know I don't have a baby, so
that's your baby.
That's my baby.
You gotta take it to the doctor.
And I just got her vaccination shots today. Just
you gotta feed
long line. She's in my pockets all the time.
Yeah, so that's your child.
That's my baby. That's my child. So at the end of every day, regardless if I was happy, sad, mad, depressed, she was there. She was there for me. So the services that I volunteer for, to answer your question, is I sometimes go to an animal shelter. Oh. Yes, I'm always on the hunt for loose animals, loose dogs. I feed the cats around my neighborhood. There's a lot of cats around my neighborhood.
It's 4 dogs over on the next block that be looking for food. I'm serious, and I don't know why they come to this section every day between 7:45 and 9. I don't know if they smell what I'm cooking or something, but you just drive by every day and you can pick all 4.
It could be your energy, and that's what I have to learn. Like I'm big on energy. That's what I have real great energy. So what I had to do was learn how to not give my energy away to those who do not deserve my energy, because bad energy and good energy does not mix, and that's why I got into the relationship that I got into, that I was getting abused in.
And you know, that brings us up to our discussions today. You know, doing research on domestic violence is one thing, but when you go through domestic violence in any form that it's in, it hits home on so many levels.
It does.
I want to stop for a second and acknowledge our guests. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. If you're just coming on, our topic today is on domestic violence awareness, and we're here today with Abby K. And if you have any questions, we're going to open the phone lines today. The number is 312-837-7219. So, again, we're going to ask that you keep the questions in relationship to the topic and not so much as the actual experience. So, you know, thank you for coming out here to share your story. I'm sure there are so many others out here that's going through domestic violence still, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of the above, and they don't see a way out. They don't think it's a way out. So I want to jump in and I want to talk about you. You mentioned Genesis 22:13. And you said, let's not forget that there is a ram in the bush. Let's talk about that. Why is that so important?
That is important to me because if you guys do not know about the ram in the bush, which I had to Google the ram in the bush, was it Abraham or Joseph?
I think that was
It
Joseph.
was Joseph. Had to sacrifice the ram that the Lord had put in the bush for him for Abraham and his son. So the ram in the bush, and what they say, a hard A make
a soft behind.
If you guys don't know, I'm an Aries. My sign is what? A ram. So
hard head.
Yeah, so the fact that I chose that scripture, one, sacrificing a lot, sacrificing wealth, sacrificing you gotta sacrifice to get up to go to work. You know, you can't lay down. You sacrifice for your children. You sacrifice for family. You sacrifice for anything that you want to put in your heart to know, like, this is good for me and this is gonna make me a better person. You know, so I sacrificed a lot. Then to be with somebody who was not worthy of me, didn't appreciate my patience, didn't appreciate my love. I'm a happy person. I'm a bubbly person. Like, I'm very cheerful, but flip side, everyone knows, if you don't know, I can be a rude.
Oh, God, it's horrible. It's like mixing oil with water,
and it does not mix.
It
so
does not
just stay on my good thing. That's why I just say, like, I'm big on energy. Like, I do everything in the grace of my heart. So everything I did for that boy, because he's not a man, everything that I did for that boy, he took from me. I had to file for bankruptcy. I was living the life. I had my bills paid up, car paid off. You know, taking trips. I was getting my hair done. I didn't have to worry about nothing besides what, just rent and car insurance. And when I got that boy, he drove my pockets to the ground. I taught him about life insurance. I taught him about credits. This man went through my phone one day and saw that I had multiple accounts: Capital One, Merrick Bank, Credit One. He thought that was his regular bank accounts. These are credit cards. I have great credit. So X amount was on each credit card. I got beat up, jumped on out of my sleep, because around his birthday, he said I didn't do anything for him. He said that I had all this money to spend on him, that I lied about having money. So I'm getting woken up, not skip that. I'm getting beaten out of my sleep because A, you went through my phone, and B, you think I have all this money, and I have things planned for him. I took him to the Sky Deck in the Sears Tower. We had a helicopter ride. Like, and like, you didn't appreciate that at all. I gave you a rental. So, like, the things that I say, like, I did for the grace of my heart, he still didn't appreciate. And we just not talking about financial. We talking about mental. I gave this boy my mind. Giving somebody my mind besides my body is a big like.
Calm down. Take your time.
Cause me, I'm mentally, like, I like people mentally. So yeah, you have good looks though, but mentally, if I'm not feeling you, spiritually, energy wise, we're not gonna do that. And the fact that I gave him all that and put my guards down in order for him to trust me and to have him trust me to love him, he didn't give me that in return. It was more so like, in the beginning, everything was good. I didn't have to worry about anything. I'm talking about nothing. And what he was doing, I didn't have to worry about an outfit. I didn't have to worry about a pair of shoes. I didn't have to worry about nothing, like nails, eyelashes, nothing. Because I was paying my own bills. I had everything paid up. Car, little rent he was giving me to the side. You know, the money he was giving me for rent, I was pocketing it for my own stuff. Because like I said, I had a good set. I had a good schedule. So at the end, when I end up letting my guards down and actually giving in to him, it was too late, because then it was like, oh, he had me where he wanted me.
And you didn't see.
And I didn't see any of these signs coming. I didn't see any of the abuse coming. I didn't see. He was so just
clingy.
Oh my God! And I was like, wow, this is the first guy that actually just like looked at me like tunnel vision, just instantly.
Like, you don't see nobody.
Like, I don't see nobody but me in the world. Like,
and let's talk about that. So, like, of course, there's red signs for a narcissist or an abuser, but is it safe to say that in the beginning, because you're being loved on, you're being romanced, you forget about those signs. You just put them to the back.
Mm-hmm.
You see them, but you don't want to acknowledge them because this hasn't been done. Mm-hmm. Is that safe to say?
Reiterate that.
So you're being loved on by this individual. Mm-hmm. And so let's just say they pick up your phone and you having a conversation with someone. And you say, okay, I'll talk to you later. I love you. And they say, well, who are you talking to? Mm-hmm. Like, who you telling you love? So then you ignore that and you play that off. Mm-hmm. Like it's nothing.
That's
like,
a great example.
They don't know.
That is a great example because if that example, I'm either telling my family I love them or my best friend I love them. And at the beginning, it's like, oh, he, you know, like it wasn't the aggression how he asked me. It was more so like, baby, who you on the phone with? Oh, who you just said you love? It ain't me you saying you love. So it was more so like a key. So I didn't think nothing of it. It was like, oh, you know, that's my mama. Oh, at the time that's my grandma. That's Pooh. You know, that's my sister. And I'm like, you know, he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, better be because I don't play about you. You know, you mad. Ooh, so it's like, he got my location. I got his location. And that's why I let my guards down and gave him my passcode because we had each other passcodes. So that day I said you went to my phone, saw that bank account, beat me up. Like, come on now, bro.
So it is safe to say that because you were romanced and you were in this relationship with someone that you cared tremendously for.
And trust.
Yes, trust. That's another factor. A big word. Because when you trust someone, that's like you're opening up on so many different levels.
You are, because anybody can mess with anybody. Anybody can fool around with anybody. Anybody can make bedtime. But that trust and that making time for someone, you know, then they say you make time for what you want to make time for. Mm-hmm. That's where I thought that yes, it was safe to say because he was making time for me. You know, he was trying to validate me, reassure me, like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing because I had passcodes, I had locations, you know.
Making it safe for you to believe security numbers. Making it safe for you to believe that okay, this is just us.
Just nobody else. Yes. So this is my safe space besides my family. And I didn't see the signs that he was trying to take me away from everybody because it was more so like, since you got me, since I'm here with you, you don't need nobody else. I'm doing everything. And at the end of the day, he had a car. He did. He at the beginning. But then he didn't know about car insurance, about that full coverage. My father, great man. Hey, Daddy, I know you watching. He taught me everything. He taught me a lot. You know. And
I know. I was there with them stories.
Yes. When I first started driving, when I first got my license, he was like, "Yeah, Nana, I'm gonna show you." That's my nickname, Nana. He like, "Yeah, Nana, I'm gonna show you the ropes." Car insurance. He taught me about writing everything down, or keeping all receipts for everything, and keeping notes and everything. So everything he taught me, I was just trying to teach the next young man because why he didn't have the father in his life to teach him these things. And we met in college, so it wasn't like we met on the streets or at a club. No, we met in college, so I really thought that it was like the one for me, college love. And on top of that, I thought he got something going for himself because I went to college too. So it's like, you know, even though we didn't graduate from that university, we both went to college. We both tried,
right.
You know. Right. And it's tragic that what happened, why he had to drop out of college and why I dropped out of college though. But at the end of the day, we found each other back, and that's when things went south. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you spoke a lot about your finances and your credit and you being ahead of the game. So for what advice would you give a survivor or survivors who are trying to financially rebuild, especially those that feel like they're controlled because of their finances? For example, you said he went through your phone, he saw Capital One, he saw other creditors because you had good credit. Mm-hmm. So what if those same factors played the major role in the relationship and you feel like you have to stay? Mm-hmm. Like, what is some advice that you can give a survivor that say, no, you don't, you can rebuild?
Yeah.
Like, what is some advice that you can give people?
Is this advice while you was in the relationship and you trying to escape the relationship?
Either way you want to give it to us. Just
so I'm
going
to touch bases on the in the relationship, and you trying to be discreet in your finances and don't let the other know what you have, because that's exactly what I went through. So after he, I guess, found out about that, I just had to, say like, hey, I will have to still pay this back, and that's when I talk to him about credit. And I'm like, hey, even though you spend this, you go out and spend $1,000 on this, then if I don't give that $1,000 back, then boom, my credit go down, the limit go down. I'm probably in debt with them. Now they calling. I don't want these creditors calling my phone. Like that's very bugging. So I've worked hard to get this to where I'm at. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's gonna be very impossible, but you have to figure out how you can maneuver around him or she, knowing that you have these expenses, or knowing that you have this type of income coming in. You can either set aside money, like when you get your direct deposit, take out X amount. That's what I was doing. I was taking out X amount and putting that. It had dollars on me, like money wise, and I had that like in a safe spot in the house that I know that he was not gonna look in, like my tampons and my pads. I know he's not gonna look through that. So I had money stashed in my tampons, and not the dirty ones, of course, but the ones.
Right.
Yeah, I have
the box. The container.
Exactly.
Your necessity section.
Exactly.
Because he's not gonna
look enough. Okay. He's not gonna look enough. So I had money put to the side that, yeah, he'll say, oh, well, I need this on your card, or yeah, I'm seeing this on your card. Well, it's like, okay, well, I'm sure. I'm like, okay, well, well, cool, fine. You want to argue with me about $100 I got on my card when I'm trying to say like, well, this all I have, but really that money put to the side is for a rainy day. My car go down, something happens to my sister, my mom out of town, something, anything. So at the end of the day, that really wasn't like spending money, but that was more so like emergency money. And also going to with your cards, just delete your cards off your phone. Just delete any profiles you have of your cards on your phone. And that's what I eventually had to do. But that's when he started taking my card. Like,
he would take the physical card.
He would take the physical card. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he would take the physical card, because when he didn't have the money in his pockets, because what he did, the type of hustle that he did, I'm not gonna get into that. You gotta get money to spend money. So in order to get money, he'd take my money
to get the money
that he needs.
Which puts you in a financial deficit.
So therefore, I'm just like, I'm mad at work because, yeah, you took my money, but this is what it get tricky at. He got my car while he going out doing what he doing while I'm at work. So when that time he picked me up from work, he done made like
enough money to replenish what he done spent.
$600, $700, $800 on a good slow day, $700, $800. A good day, he done made probably $1,600. And I already gave my little money back on something like that little money you crying about, huh? And something. He coming back, I got nothing but like loads of teddy bears, clothes, mics, purses in the back of the car that you hear. So it's just like, oh, so that I'm mad at work though, but he picked me up from work. It's like,
you're no longer mad because you
I ain't no longer mad because I got all my gifts, I got my money back and some. So it's like,
you say and some.
So it's like, oh well, like that was a cycle that he put me in. That was a vicious cycle. So of course when I get home, what happens? Happy SEX. Sorry, Daddy. No, you watching. And it's like, are we living a life? I'm just going to work just to keep money in my pocket that I know. But the days that he would tweak out and crash out, it'll be like I'm either giving somebody the attention that I didn't give him. Like, he'll personally like go out. At first, I thought it was cute when he'll go out with my friends. Like, a special friend that I'm going out with today, as a matter of fact, MJ, she probably tuning in right now. Every time I went out with MJ, he was there with me. And at first I thought it was cute, but then I was like, then I can't really express him how I want to express myself because
he's there.
He's there, and this is girl time. So the times that I did go out without him, blowing my phone up, add my location. You this, you here too long. Or if I'm missing don't have me miss a call.
Oh, so you if he's not with you
if
and your
I
phone
with him,
rings, you have to answer the phone.
Don't have me miss that call. He gonna tweak out. He's crashing. Like you making all type of scenarios in your head that it's like, where is this coming from? Like, sir, like you got my location. Like, well, but you didn't pick up. Okay, but I'm having fun. Like, you don't pick up every time I call you. But you know what I'm doing? I'm hustling. I'm doing this. I'm taking care of business. You ain't doing nothing but outside being a hoe.
So the name calling comes in.
Yeah, the name calling coming at this point. You feel? So now it's like now I can't really enjoy myself. I really enjoy myself outside. I'm probably coming in now like, I want to stay outside with my friend, but he keep calling. It's like a nerve in me. Like, let me just go home. But I don't want to go home because I know when I go home, it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be chaos.
It's gonna be chaos. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay outside with my friend.
And you'll deal with the consequences
And then when I get there, because I'm gonna have to deal with it when I get there anyway. So I might as well stay outside and enjoy myself. I'm outside, I'm chilling, I'm on a story, I'm on, I don't really get on live, or, I don't really post a lot though, but when you do see me on my story, it's like, oh, you looking good, who's that in your, who's that in the background? I don't know.
It's just a random picture.
Random people. And it's so many random people that come in my stories. I can be recording and a random guy just come there. A random guy just getting my stuff, and I'd be like, dang, like, I don't know if I'm getting ready. Or a random girl, like, I just be dancing with a girl and they be like, well, I don't know these people.
But you're out having fun.
I'm having fun. That's what I'm saying. I'm having fun. Enjoying myself.
Yeah.
When I get home, you're my number one. In my head, I'm trying to get messed up. I'm trying to get buzzy, so we can have some fun time. But now you want to black my eye. You want to make me look ugly. Like, now I'm stressed and now I'm already prone to acne. Like, like now I'm getting more acne on my face, and it's like, bro, like it's making me look bad. I'm not eating. I'm 140, healthy 140 now. 30 years old, I'm great. I feel great.
That's good. I'm so glad you feel great. And that's why you're here, because other people can be inspired by your story to see what you went through. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you started out on top. You had a minor setback, and now you're great.
No, yeah, I'm great. I didn't have a minor setback. I had a tremendous setback. I was in a dark cloud, like to the point where suicide was in my mind. Never did it, but it was more so like, what if I just did it? But what saved me was like, it's crazy though, because it wasn't my dog, it wasn't my daddy, it wasn't my sister. It wasn't my mama, it was my sister. Because I lost a lot of friends already. A lot of my friends had already just stopped talking to me. But when my sister stopped talking to me,
that did something to you. That did something. Oh, baby, I know. You know what? It's so funny that you say that, because
everybody know how me and Pooh is. Like,
yes.
Me and Pooh, that's my sister. Like,
yes, it is. Y'all like 2 peas in a pot. That hurt.
She in Oklahoma, so it's like,
I can't come knock on your door.
However you want to knock on your door. So you got me so messed up. She stopped sharing location with me. She on some like, I'm gonna just plan your funeral and stuff. Like, and some of my cousins was really like, they was hurt. But my granny and my sister is what really like made me like think, because my granny, like, you think you auntie, you was there, but me and my granny chest up. That was my diary.
Absolutely, she was everybody's diary.
So like, she was the one person that never, I guess, acted shady or gave me that like, or something like, I know what's up with you though, but I'ma still mess with you though. It was still genuine. It was still that same grandma I had when I was a little girl.
Calm down. You want to take a minute?
No, okay.
You sure?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
I'm all right. And like that's when she passed away. Like, it's sad to say this, and I'm so like, I ask you this, like, am I crazy to say like her death saved me? Because even though I was done with him, like physically, her passing was me done with him mentally. Because all the times and the moments I was spending with him and not talking to my granny, she gone now. I can't get them times back. So it was like if I can't talk to my granny another day of my life, I know for a fact it's not gonna be hard for me to talk to you another day, because I can't pick up a phone to talk to her. So it was so easy for me to just like, F you, get on. Like, I'm done with you. Like, and he did not believe it. Like, he did not believe it because why? I took him back not once, not 2 times, not 3 times. I took this man back year after year after year because I was with him since 2020. From 2020 to the end of 2023.
That's a long time.
A long time to be in a relationship. Like, not having a lot of friends and not just showing it. I don't remember my last really good trip that I went on was Miami. Because right after I came back from Miami with that orange hair, that's when I got with him. And everything was like...
It was a trickle-down effect.
Everything went down here. My weight, my mental, my life, my job. I had to really like do a 360. And speaking of my job, the job that I'm at, I work at Mars Wrigley. I do security at Mars Wrigley, but
that's the candy place.
That's the candy place that makes M&M's, Skittles, all y'all good Halloween candy. That's why I work. I work in a factory. I work at the headquarters. So
I just want M&M's.
I just butcher big bag.
Yeah, that's today. I need some for tomorrow.
So yeah, Halloween candy. That's how like my cousin Bree. I don't know if Bree on here joining me. But yes. Yeah, her boys set. Like, my baby's set. Like, they get the good candy. Like, the good expensive candy that be $30, $20. The big bags.
I need that.
Yeah, I'll pay $20 in there. Maybe I get that shit like $10, $13 in that.
I got my $13 today. I got my $13. So y'all
work at the headquarters. So, I'm the head control room officer. Hey, I just got that promotion as a matter of fact.
Congratulations. You go, girl. You said the head controller. That's what you be doing in the office.
Oh, they know. And that's what I said. These people know about me. It's not like they know I'm very bubbly. I'm very juicy, but they know my story. I had to open up to my manager because I was on the verge of getting fired. I was on the verge of like, yeah, she up out of here. So when I broke down and told her like, I'm going through hard times. My grandma just died. I'm getting abused. I had to move in 30 days. I had a private landlord, a good private landlord. I had a pretty apartment. So when my ex kicked in my back door, y'all, he kicked my back door in. Literally, he backdoored me. Literally backdoored me. I had raccoons. I had rodents in my house. I could not stay in my apartment. He kicked my back door in, and I was without a back door. So when I came in, when I discovered it, y'all, he broke my 50-inch TV. He tore up my vanity set that I had bought and put together myself.
It was so cute.
It was so pretty. He bust all the windows out in the apartment, y'all. He pissed on everything in the house. And on top of that, y'all, he killed my dog, Missy. Missy was a puppy.
Whoa. And this is all while you're in the relationship. So this hit you.
This was that same day.
Wow.
He kicked my back door in that same day. I'm coming in from work seeing all this. I just let out a huge scream because while my puppy was only like 4 months, she cold and y'all know the gruesome killing that he did to my baby. He stabbed my baby in the throat, and all I saw was blood on the ground, and my baby tongue on that floor.
Wow.
So smooches that I got now, oh no, you weren't gonna get to her. So when I moved and when I got smooches, oh yeah, that was like I'm gonna do this the right way. I ain't gonna let nobody hurt you, honey. Like, for sure, no.
So that I know that played and took an emotional toll on you. It mentally, because your job is at risk. Your home is at risk. Mm-hmm. Your fur baby is gone. Mm-hmm. Financially, you're trying to put the puzzle together, put the pieces together, and still smile. And carry on at work. So now your job is in jeopardy. I never
called off to work, and that's what I'm saying. My job was in jeopardy because my mental was not there. I was snapping off on people. I was going to work though, but it was more so like we got to get up out of it because I work in a headquarters. I work in corporate. Mm-hmm. I work in a corporate setting, so it's like we can't have you in here in this setting like this, and we got billions and billions of clients in here coming in. You got to represent us,
right?
So I started off patrolling, just walking, patrolling, picking up shifts. Then I got a position at the receptionist desk that I was at, but they closed my building. Mm-hmm. And then I went to another building, and they was like, well, we're going to just put her over here with nobody at all because why? My mental was not... I did the job right as an officer, but the approach was like, we need you to calm down a little bit. Like smile. But because I couldn't put that smile on. I was not happy. I was just like, let me hurry up and get this money so I can hurry up and go home and just deal with this stuff.
Yeah, and listeners, you see how important mental health is. You know, we've been talking about mental health since May. It hasn't stopped. And when your mental, I've said this so many times, when your mental state is not where it needs to be, you are not going to be productive on any level. No level whatsoever. And a lot of things can be in jeopardy depending on what it is that you're dealing with. You yourself can be in jeopardy. And, you know, we just ended September with suicide prevention awareness. And to hear you say that, you know, you thought about this.
Right.
You thought about this and wow, what was that like for you? Do you mind sharing your story about that? About your thoughts.
My thought process. Yeah. I didn't have a thought process.
You just wanted
I just wanted to get through the day and just check out. Like, I was just going. It was like what they say, lights on, no one home. Like, when you looked at me, you were just like a
blank stare.
And a lot of the people at work were just like, we know she a good person because I did the job right, and I was trying to be happy. But once, I guess you can say, you realize that you don't realize that you're like that, for one, because you know you it's like, it's not you stuck in your ways. It's just like you're numb. I was just numb. Like, I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know if I was coming or going.
Because you were so stuck on what's gonna happen when you get home.
And I didn't want to make him mad. I'm tiptoeing around him. I'm just quietly trying to just do everything right. And it's like, I can't take so much. I can only take so much. So that's what I'm saying. That Aries in me, only that it came out. So now I'm bugging up on you. So now, I toss something at you. I'm picking up something, cracking him. So don't get me wrong. Please don't think I'm sitting out on something like, no, don't hit me. No, don't hit me. Oh, you got me so messed up. I'm fighting.
You was fighting.
Yeah.
Physically.
What? This whole setting would have been tore up. Printers, everything. I'm throwing air conditioners. I'm getting to him because I know this is not going to get you. I done stabbed him, man. I have 13 bite mark wounds on me. 13. He beat me 13 times because that was only his way to I guess, stop me.
So he controlled your finances.
Mm-hmm.
He beat you out of your sleep. He killed your puppy.
Mm-hmm.
He urinated through your house. Mm-hmm. Broke your door down. Jeopardized your job. Now he's fighting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like you fighting an evil spirit. You're not fighting, and you're not fighting. You fighting something. When you see me, you see rage. I don't know why, because at the beginning it wasn't like this. So now I'm trying to piece together, like, what am I doing wrong? Now I'm questioning myself.
So you feel like everything is your fault at this moment. Because at first everything was peaches and cream. Absolutely. And so now since it's haywire, it's all my fault.
Yes.
So now the blame is on you.
Now the blame is on me.
So now you're beating yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is he beating you up mentally, but you're beating yourself up mentally.
Mm-hmm. Trying to battle like what I'm doing wrong, or because I'm doing everything right, what I'm doing wrong, because like I know I'm a good person. I know I got my crash out times up, but it's not to the point where I like the way you act mad at me. You mad like I didn't just mess around with your homeboy, or like I stole from you, or like I done just killed your dog or something. Like I'm trying to.
But
see.
you've been the one been there for him.
Yeah, so you gotta let people cry. So I'm trying to say, I'm like, what? Like, so now, like I said, that's when the tiptoeing is the quietness come in. Now I shut my mouth because now I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to start over. I don't want to have to show everybody like, oh, I'm single again, and that was a big fear. Showing everybody like I might win him no more. And it's like, oh well, what happened to him?
Because everywhere you went,
everywhere I went, he went. I'm sure everybody know him on the line. Everybody know that it was me and him. So now it's like, there's more so like the embarrassment that I don't want to go through, and I was scared to be by myself. That's what I wanted to talk about next. I am not scared to be myself. You have to love yourself. It starts within yourself.
Yes.
And we're not talking about how you look. Okay, we're talking about loving within how you are within how you are in character, how your spirit is, how your personality is, like how you are as a person, because what you give out, what you dish out is what you want to receive in. You know, so I know I wasn't dishing out
Good
abuse. I know I wasn't dishing out, you know, toxicness.
Initially, you weren't. You were dishing out.
Let me say, I do got toxic ways. Okay, no, I do got toxic ways. But it's that good toxic that good toxic you want to be around me. It's not that bad toxic like on something like, oh, you ain't gonna be nothing, or you ain't eat nothing, and now I'm in your face trying to butter you up, and it's like, oh my man. No, it's more so like how can I give an example? How can I give an example from good toxic? Because probably somebody might be like, what the hell is good toxic?
Right, I'm listening. I want to know.
What is good toxic?
I want to know.
Like, good toxic is craving somebody to be around you because you know for a fact they gonna bring you good vibes. When you go around, what if you got like my piece is gone. When your piece is gone, and that puzzle piece is gone,
it's gone.
It's gone. That's why I am. When I considered that last puzzle to put together, and once that last piece is gone, it's like, damn, where'd she go?
You were gone.
Like, yeah, like the puzzle look ugly now because that last piece ain't there no more. And I'm gonna go away quietly. I'm not gonna mess with your clothes. I ain't gonna mess with your man. I ain't gonna mess with your car. I ain't gonna mess with your. I ain't gonna post. Nope. I'm gonna go away quietly. And that's gonna make you think. That's what I'm getting at. It's gonna make you think like, what did I just lose? What did I just lose that I really just had?
So silence was your defense.
And that's still my defense. Cause
you go, girl. Did you see the hair, people? That was what's funny to me. She threw the hair and said, "Cause So silence is the key.
Is the key, y'all. And you can't win with no narcissists. I'm finna tell you that now. They gonna always be right. They gonna always try to yah because they want the last word. They always want to be right, and regardless, you not gonna win with them. So the quickest way of dealing with a narcissist and defeating them, you just gotta be quiet and just okay, cool. And now you gotta play that game, right? And this is how I got out this relationship, y'all. I never forget this. Now I gotta play your game. So now I'm sitting back quiet because at first I was thinking emotionally. I had to stop thinking with my emotions and start thinking logically. Like, this person ain't for me. Do I really want to spend the last 10, 15 years of my life with this guy? Do I really want to have a baby with this guy? Do I really want my family to be a part of this family? Nah. So now I gotta sit and observe your game and wipe off these tears, put these big girl panties on, and just sit back and just play your game now. So cool. You want to argue with me? I'm just sit back. Okay, honey, you win. Baby, you know you're the only person for me. You know I don't want to be with nobody else. Good, cause you my bitch and yeah.
So this is the conversation y'all are having.
I can't not remember how I ended this relationship. Cause I remember calling my daddy crying because I was like, Daddy, I'm through. Like, I'm really through. So he was dropping me off to work that morning, and he was arguing with me about my dog, taking my dog out. At the time, at the time it was his dog. And Bella, I don't know if everybody know about Bella though, but Bella, she passed away on my uncle's birthday last year. And when I got rid of Bella, when I got rid of him, I ended up keeping Bella. But we was arguing about Bella, about something. And then I was like, you know what? You right. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, honey. I'm like, I'm gonna go in the bathroom. Can you just go downstairs and start the car up? It's kind of cold outside. I seen the little frostbites on the car. He like, when I get done doing this, don't rush me. I'm like, okay, like, it's cool. It's all right. Like, okay. So I'm like, my daddy is gonna be coming to pick my car up for the car section. He said, what he picking your car for? I said, because the car mechanic that he know, they got the hookup. And baby, see, he had paid for that stuff though, but he was real cheap though. So it was like, I know you don't want to pay for no tow.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do this, but he was like, well, why they got a tow up there? He was like, I'm trying to make up a story to keep my car
from being damaged.
Fuck being damaged. So I can keep my car and get off that because he was picking me up from work. So I'm trying to have a way for him to not drop me out to work.
Got it.
Right? So I'm like, I'm on the toilet, standing on the toilet. So I'm like, I gotta think. He get back upstairs from Bella. He got just got done walking Bella. I say, dang, my landlord and them heard us last night because we was fighting the night before. I say, I'm like, I guess the neighbors complained on us again. And he said he want to do a house inspection and want to make sure nothing is damaged again because X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
So this is leading up to how I got backdoored and why my dog died.
Mm.
So I'm like, so my daddy gonna do the car inspection. I'm like, I'm gonna take my car to work. So when I get off work, it'll be done. So when I'm trying to ship him up. So when the car, I got off at like 2:00 at that time. I'm like, so when the car's at 2:00, we can just go ahead and do what you gotta do. It'll still be early. You can still go do it. And he like, okay, cool, I can do that. So I'm like, but in the meantime, when the landlord get here, just make sure you're not here because he already bugging up about you being here because you're not on lease, and he know we already got too many complaints.
Oh, so it's all these complaints, and this gentleman is not on the lease.
Yeah, he not on the lease. This is my crib,
and he's.
I rebirthed this boy.
Okay. Finish on.
I don't need any guy I mess with. I don't mess with nobody because I got my own crib, own car, own everything. It's because I like you. So when I end up driving to work, I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know what he doing at work. Like, I don't know what he doing. So in the back of his head, he like, well, the landlord never came here. So I say, look, back, see, I ain't even gonna lie. I just want you out my crib. I'm done. I have my car, but I'm like, I want you in my crib no more. But I'm like, my daddy and my uncle's gonna be there when I get off work. So make sure you got everything out that crib by the time I get off work. I was like, I can't think of it no more. Just get out my crib.
So you're being honest at
I'm
this
just really being honest at this point.
Okay.
And that's when he crashed out. That's exactly when he crashed out. So what happened was I took my key. He went to the store and my back door, it automatically locked. He forgot to unlock the bottom lock so he won't lock himself out. So when I'm texting, he like, yeah, I'm already locked out. Now you texting me this stuff. Ooh, you got me messed up. And it was cold outside too. He like, you got me something. He like, that's all right, though. I got something for you. Watch this. He kept saying, watch this. I said, baby, say, whatever you do, the police gonna be there. So I'm trying to scare him like the police. He didn't stop sharing his location, so I'm like trying to see is his location up. So I called my neighbor. I said, hey, I'm like, are you there? She like, nah, I'm at work. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to monitor like where he at. He shut off my cameras because I tried to watch him with my cameras. He shut off my. So when I got off work, that's when I experienced everything.
On your way home?
I got home because I went through my front. He went through the back.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of him, I guess me telling him like, yeah, you need to have your stuff out. He locked himself out. So he like, I already locked myself out. Now you telling me this? Watch this. I got something for you. Watch this. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have all my stuff going by the time you get here. Don't worry about it. Watch this. So I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
So now you really can't think at work.
I really can't think at work.
You can't.
I can't
you
think
focus
at
on
work.
what's going on. So now your finances is being impacted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I said, I said, y'all, I gotta go. So I did early dismissal. And I left. It was like maybe like by that time it was like 12:30. So I really didn't miss a lot of money because I worked from 6 to 2.
Okay.
So I leave at 2:00 though. So I left at like maybe like it was like 12:30ish.
Okay.
So I'm driving home and that's when I go through the front, the whole back door kicked in, windows busted out, TVs busted, vanities busted, things urinated on. He done cut up all like my nice clothes, nice shoes, took away a lot of my stuff. Like everything that I worked hard for and all the stuff that he gave me too was just like go. I ain't had nothing but my work stuff.
So let me ask you, in an instance like that, in any situation like that, are there any legal protections or resources for someone that's dealing with that or going through that?
The legal route would be the police, getting the police involved. But getting the police involved is like crying wolf. Because you're not going to be done with this person.
Because your man not
at the time, you probably do call the police. But when police, one thing that one police officer said to me, he did not take me real, and I wanted to chew that Garcia. And I still remember he said that goddamn the guy named Terry said Garcia. He was on some like, huh, like trying to like just on some like, okay, and what next? Like I'm telling him like, yeah, I'm crying. Like he just kicked in my back, he doing all this. And the lady officer, she kind of sentimental, but she like more so like a woman to woman, like just trying to take my stuff down. But at the end of the day, they was like he was like he said this. I probably was like, huh. Well, we see this all the time. Are you going back to him?
No way.
I swear, she said this like that. He said, "Ma'am, are you going back to him?" And he just started writing my stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever. Gave me my report, gave me the card, and told me, okay, if you want to file police custody, all that, go to 505 where's Harrison, ma'am, here's your stuff. Have a good day. Said it just like that. Not on something like, ma'am, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you need an ambulance? Are you okay? Man, you not. Got my dead dog right there, wrapped up. Didn't get no type of like comfort at all. And that was another reason that made me just like F12, skip y'all. But that was like a cycle because they see black women constantly taking men back. Constantly taking these abusers back. You end up in the hospital, you end up almost dead to your life, and then 2 weeks later, a month later, you taking this person back. You stupid.
The mind
haven't caught up to what it's going through. And we're not even talking about just guys. We're talking about women as well because I know a lot of women that go through this stuff as well. Like
domestic violence is real. It doesn't matter.
Real.
It comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. So anyone could be going through domestic violence. Mm-hmm. Anyone. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just breaking those barriers and being more conscious and aware. And you mentioned earlier, you know, that you had people around for you. How was your support system?
Great. My Roro, love her dearly. She in Miami. That's the last trip I took. When I was just saying that that was the last trip I took before I got with her. Got with him. My Roro, that's my heart. That's her name is Serenity. That's my baby. That's my heart. She was there with me when I went to the 555 to get the police custody, to get the police order of protection.
So would you say that it's good? Would you say that things would have played out differently if your friend wasn't there to give you that support?
Absolutely, because she was in my head, and also my cousin Bree. She was like, if you take this person back, we ain't gonna be there for you, you know, la la la. Like, look what he doing. Look what's going on. Like, it was really like on some like, she wasn't. It really wasn't my friend. Like I say, like my cousin Bree, she did tell me like, I ain't gonna mess with you after this, and like that's what I'm saying. A lot of people said that, but it didn't hit me until my sister said that. But the support that I had while going through it was Serenity, my grandma, my Johnny, you, my daddy. You know, he didn't want to talk about it though, but he was still like, hey, how you doing? And my mom, you know, that's my mom. You know, forget my mom. Like, she never turned this. She was just on some like, honey, know yourself. And when I finally, y'all, got done with him, because my mom stays in Oklahoma with my sister, Pooh. So she visited me. When she visited me out, she told me, she was like, baby, do you know you fight in your sleep? And I knew she was not telling the story because I feel myself in the middle of the night, clutching my pillows and like, just like, and it was like, like when she said that, it clicked to me. And I remember, like, dang, I did have a dream about him jumping on me, or had a dream about me taking him. I had so many dreams about me taking him back. And it was like, I know you didn't just take this boy back. When I was done with him, them dreams was like, you just took him back again. And I felt like I was already out. Like, I'm out. I got my car to myself. Okay, cool. I got to move. The landlord that I had, luckily, he did not give me no eviction. He just told me, like, you got 30 days to move. And if you not moved in 30 days, then I'm going to have to put eviction on your background. But in 30 days, y'all, come on. That's who finding a crib is not just easy.
It's not. That's
applications, fees. You got to make sure you ain't getting scammed. You got to go out to the crib and make sure you skip that pause. Rewind. You gotta make sure you get approved. Yes. Then you gotta go out and inspect the crib. You gotta go and see if you like it. Then it's like, oh well, it's first come first serve. Where they already got the crib, and now you gotta go through another application. Come on, that stuff was not easy. It was not easy at all. So I'm just like, skip it. Let me just go to Pangea. I did not want to go to Pangea though, but Pangea was $25 application fee. They need some bank statements, check stubs. I was approved. Cool. had that little deposit first. That little deposit first month rent. I was in. Do I like the crib? No, but it was like I'm grateful to have a crib over my house. I mean, I have over my head. I have hot water. You know, I'm away from him. This is the beginning. So when I moved to that new apartment, I had dreams that I was taking him back. And in them dreams, I'm fighting myself and fighting him. And I wake up in like really cold sweats. I'm waking up crying. And it's like, I look around. True story. Can't not make this stuff up, y'all. I wake up drenched in wet sweat and look around like, have to walk around the corner like, you see here? Because I like, damn, I really just take him back. And I was like, okay, let me go back to sleep. But I can't go back to sleep. Got to run with another blunt. I'm hot. I got a migraine. Now, by this time, I got to wake up because I got to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. By this time, it's probably like 1, 2 o'clock. So I can't really fall into a really deep sleep how I really want to because I got to be up in like an hour and a half or something. So It was like, my mom was like, do you know you fighting your sleep? And that's when it clicked to me. And I was like, dang, like, I really do. And she was like, honey, like, get some counseling and start, you know, calming yourself and drink some calm tea at night. That's what she told me.
That tea is really
good to help.
I love it. The taste is good too, and they got the strength and blueberry kind
yes,
too.
it really helps.
It's made by Yogi. I'm just saying for those who like tea.
Jewel Lasso.
Yeah, Pete's.
Okay, now.
I want to take a minute to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. Again, we're opening the phone lines. If you have any questions or suggestions or comments, that number is 312-837-7219. We're joined here by Abigail, Abby K. And she's sharing her testimony about breaking barriers against domestic violence. And I want to backtrack and go back to what you said. You mentioned that although your cousin told you that, you know, she wouldn't talk to you anymore, it didn't bother you as much until your sister said something. And I could relate with you on so many levels to that because I recall in 2020 getting into a verbal altercation with my big sister Benita. I have never ever raised my voice to her. I have never cursed at her or anything.
Right.
But baby, when she made me mad, oh my God, she made me mad. And I hung up on her. Baby, what did I do that for? Out of everything that I had said to her, she called me back and said, Heifer, you hang up on me one more time, I'm going to fly to Chicago and slap the piss out of you and come back home. Now, I was mad at her because you care more about me hanging up on you than what I'm fussing about.
Yeah.
But she told me she wasn't going to tolerate it. And like that really touched me when she said she wasn't going to tolerate. That means you're not going to tolerate me. You're not going to talk to me.
Yeah.
My sister?
Your sister?
Nigga, is you crazy?
Hello.
Oh, let me get my act together because we not finna play these games. Not at all. Not so it hits differently.
So much different.
It hits because you're so close. That
bond.
That
bond you just took it right out of my mouth. That bond I have with my sister, my mom and my father definitely raised us right. Like they didn't tolerate all that being mad and staying mad or saying I hate you and you know fighting each other in the house. Like we didn't do that. Yeah, we had play tussle with each other and all that, but like the way they raised us, it was just more so empowering each other. Like I remember my mama used to make me and my sister hold hands, falling asleep.
That's cute. I remember.
When we used to be upset with each other, she would make us hold hands because we slept in the same bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, y'all better be holding hands. And we hold hands at night. And we hated it. We hated it. And to this day, me and my sister laugh about it. But she's told my mama told me, she's like, I do not want y'all like me and my siblings. And I vividly remember her saying that to not just me and my sister, but to me, my sister, and my brother. You know, because you know, I don't want to get into that family topic. That's another topic though. But you know, it was more so like, you know, y'all like each other equals. Y'all got each other, and without, you know, at the end of the day, it's just y'all. And that's how what I've been hearing to this day. Like it's just us. Like that's the name of our group chat.
Just us.
Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. It's the big three. I'm so sorry. Another group chat is called Just Us. It's that's me, my daddy, my mom. I mean, me, my mom, and my daddy. Okay. Whatever.
You know what it is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all that matters.
yeah. But yeah.
Long as you know what it is, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And this fact, everybody knows this is my niece, of course. Me and your dad had some arguments when I was coming up.
Absolutely.
Of course, because he was the oldest. He thought he could bully me.
Yeah.
And I listened sometimes, but I listened more to the guidance when it came to jobs.
Yeah.
And when it was important, he would sit up and hold them legs up. And when them glasses came out,
stuff got real.
Right, and that's when it was real.
It's real.
Because what I'm saying is, that's when you know it's real. And, to hear you say that your family, played a huge role in what you were going through.
Yes.
That says something, because it's domestic violence victims that is out here that does not have anyone.
Yeah.
What I mean by anybody, no friends, no family, nobody that they can just talk to, not even a neighbor. They're suffering in silence. And again, that's that mental psyche that is playing.
Exactly. It's playing with your
it's playing on it because you have nobody to talk to
or reach out to.
And that's a rabbit hole that no one wants to go down. So you're a survivor of so much, just financial abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse. Like you had self-abuse because you were thinking of harming yourself.
Exactly.
You got inside of your own head. Yes. So to survive and come out of that, man, that says a lot. And that's for anybody that's going through domestic violence. Like, I don't want you to suffer by yourself. There's a domestic hotline out there, which is 1-800-799-7233. Or, as I always tell you, contact Anointed Accounting. I work with some amazing, phenomenal counselors. And not just because they're state board certified. These ladies and gentlemen actually care about the human being. Shout out to Kenitra Williams. She's a specialist, a psychologist, therapist, everything. I never forget her words. This is your world. I'm just here trying to help you. We have Imani Board. That's another state board certified therapist that's came out. We have, Reverend McClinton Porter. He's a life coach. So many coaching positions he has, and just a phenomenal team of experts that we work with here at Anointed Accounting that will help you as the individual. You're not just a dime to them, you're an actual person. And I just want to say thank you for coming out here sharing your story. I know this is a lot. This is a lot. So
I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, absolutely, because everybody needs to know this. Everybody needs to know that we can break those barriers. So we got some comments coming online. Let me read out some of them. Big V said, "We too hilarious." That's your daddy. Hey, aunties. The beautiful Bam. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Someone said, "Abby, your live is messing up." Well, thank you for joining us on this one.
Is that my brother?
Cameron. Oh, hi, Cameron.
Cam?
Yeah.
Keep to make me cry, Cam.
Vince said, "Awesome podcast. I'm very proud of the both of you. Thanks, Abby, for sharing your story and your triumph. Love you all." That don't mean disconnect, Vince. I'm just letting you know that now.
What my brother say?
Shout out to Mama. With spirit is human second, and if you ain't gonna do it right, don't do it at all. Word to Pop. Our North Star is sold from those two. That's my nephew, Champ.
For sure.
So, now.
I'll read that again, because I don't want to say it.
Well, that's Champ. Of course, he gonna use all those words, and, he gonna talk so subtle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this, and you gotta do this. And and he be so serious, and it's like, you know what? I don't even want to talk to you no more. Like, I don't even want to talk to you no more. Because I'm telling the truth, right?
Because my brother, boy, that boy know how to take you in the maze.
He do.
I be looking. I just be talking my way. I be like,
He done gave you 12 stories and ain't talked about now one that you done brought to his attention. But in his mind, it all came together and sounded right. Because you know what I'm saying? You gotta do it like this. And, you know, right. Mm-hmm. And inevitably. So, okay. So. Okay. Now, you feel okay?
Yes, I needed that, man.
I was telling the truth.
Yes, that
Okay.
boy. No, he's funny.
So I want to talk about coping and rebuilding after abuse, and I know we kind of been all over the stage, but you know we're just again breaking boundaries, and everybody needs to hear this. Everybody that knows someone that is going through domestic violence, please share the content. Please love the content. It's so important to get this out here, especially for women, because again, sometimes we put on that fake mask, and we're going to jump into that later, because sometimes the signs could be directly in front of you, but because I can mask it so well, you would never understand. We have another comment from Auntie Tootie. Thank you, Abby, for sharing your story. Sending prayers to continue your journey.
Hey, I really enjoyed you when you were just here. I miss you. Hey.
No, she gotta come back.
She gotta come back. You guys to come. Or if you can't, we gonna come to you. Don't worry about it. She in Vegas.
I'm going when it's cold. I'm not going when it's hot. Don't put me out there like that.
I don't think it get cold out there.
What? Aunt Tootie, I would love to come see you.
Don't get hot in Arizona. Be cold in Arizona, TT.
They got some cold days. They get some days like this. Days like this.
Okay, cool.
Aunt Tootie already know how I roll. And since we on a holiday weekend, I think she should just come back up here now. What you think?
I think so.
Okay, let's get it together. You heard that, Aunt Tootie?
Yeah.
Book your flight.
Book your flight, Aunt Tootie.
So, Abigail, let me ask you, how do survivors, after going through this abuse, how do survivors rebuild confidence?
Ooh. First off, it started everything. I'm so like selfish to not give my Jesus the prize, because for first and foremost, everything that I've like what you've been asking me, first of all, should have just been said first off, God, because God definitely helped me bind those suicidal thoughts, get out of the distress that I was in, and actually talking to him, like, and not just like in your head, like, yeah, no, just actually having that tongue and speaking out to God, that helped me tremendously. Like, just God help me get over this. Like I renounce depressed. I renounce neglect. I renounce abuse. Like my father sent me Pastor John segment on what I'm saying right now. I forgot what and that really I really just sat there and just listened to the full live or the full playlist that he had the day he sent me. He was like, just start renouncing everything that you do not want in your life, that you think that's in your life. So I started renouncing abuse, renouncing, neglect, renouncing suicidal thoughts, renouncing feeling anxiety, depression, stress, being overwhelmed, financial debt. Everything that you can think of that you think that's a part of your life, just renounce it back into the atmosphere and let God take it away from you. So that's played a huge part in my life. And I was like, yeah, like Jesus is just take me away and just get all this negativity and just what I'm feeling. Like I didn't even have the words at the time, and still I just don't. But I just know I prayed to Jesus that he would break this vicious, I guess, love that I thought I had, or this, because it's not a cycle, because it wasn't because my grandmother went through it, and I do not want no one else in my family or anyone that I know to go through this. So speaking out to God,
amen,
and having that daily bread, because I know I don't go to church every day. I know I don't go to church every Sunday, but reading that daily bread, hey, Aunt Johnny, Reading that daily bread. And my big diva. Reading my daily bread and just praying and keeping my faith into Christ and not letting anyone put me down this rabbit hole again. And of course, my family. And my dog listening to good healthy music and not all that good, rowdy. Now, it's a type of place for everything.
It is. It is.
Yes, though, but I had to just do a whole 360. And also, what I'm going to say, I stopped popping pills because that was something that I was thought that I needed to have that. I don't want to feel like this.
You don't want that overwhelming feeling, or to feel hopelessness.
Yes.
Or let me take a step back. We got some more comments for you. Abby, only the strong survive. Grandma Block said that. But Benita, my sister, said God is truly amazing. He needs you to inspire other young women and even some men. This is just the beginning of you sharing your story. Grandma Block said, God put me in your life.
She gonna make me
and
cry.
You in my life. Amen. And Auntie Latrice said, God did. We could take a moment. And again, we know this is touchy for a lot of people. Again, abuse comes in so many ways. But just having that support system.
That's what I'm gonna get at. That support system. I met Grandma Black. Yeah, I just met Grandma Black recently at a Labor Day event. I sat next to her, and I didn't know. I probably knew two people there. I sat next at the table next to my Grandma Black. Didn't know from campaign, and her spirit and my spirit just connected. And I was just like, I lost both my grandmothers, and her spirit was like,
it grabbed you. You gravitated toward it, like yeah. Now you my grandma.
Yeah, and I promise you, she took my number down after that. I took my number down, and every weekly. She would send me this is Grandma Black, I love you. Send me a nice picture, whatever day it is, and just tell me have a good day. And me not having my grandmamas,
that made a difference.
It is.
It
and and I'm glad she knows that because I'm crying for you now. That's crazy.
No. Feel your feelings. They real. They're yours.
Yeah.
Again, this is a safe space here at Anointed Accounting. That's the space that we provide. We talk about so much because a lot of things do play a huge role when it comes to your finances. Everything attacks your finances. And again, I'll go back to what we said earlier. When your mental is messed up, like you can't work, you can't focus, you're not productive or anything to that extent. Exactly. So now I can't make money because I'll tell you this, people, and I'll be the first to say this. If you or anyone that's hiring someone that could just come to work and they mental ain't there, please give them my number, 312-837-7219. I will work holidays and weekends if I could just sit there and I'm not productive and get paid. Please do so. But if your mental is not there, you cannot move. Nope. You cannot focus. So the fact that, God put this lady in your life, again, it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
And you met that person at that right time. Mm-hmm. You met that person at that right time. So let me ask you this. You talked a lot about God being there and you having that conversation with him. Did you feel like you were alone initially? Or did you feel like, once I go to God and say, hey, look, I'm tired, it's going to be removed right away?
I never felt alone with God. I felt like he was just like, when I finally started actually speaking out, I never feel like God is, it's funny that you asked that. It's so funny that you asked that because every time that I say I will start to pray that I think I'm like, oh, I haven't prayed to my Jesus in a minute. I start off like, hey, God, I apologize for not speaking to you in a long time. How are you? I promise you.
That's your relationship.
But in my mind, I felt like it's like, hey, Abigail, where you been? Oh, I'm still here. I'm here when you need me. or next day, like in the back of my head, it's like, oh, let me just stop and pray. But any time I get into my vehicle, hey God, good morning. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate you for waking me up for another blessed day. My family, friends, loved ones, enemies, strangers. I pray that you help me make it to point A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. Thank you for everything I don't have, and thank you for everything I do have. Cover me and my loved ones under the blood of Jesus. Amen. That's my prayer every morning.
Amen. Amen. And we gotta be intentional about that. Grandma Block said, "I love you so much, Abby." And Shay Maria said, "Love you, Abby." Yeah, said, everybody loves you and love your story. So, having that relationship with God is your relationship. Having that time with Him is you. We all have our own walk with God, and you're right. He never leaves.
Never leaves.
Never.
Never leaves my side.
We leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are
He's
straight.
just waiting on us to just like, I'm back. Hey God.
And it's good that you were one that said that. Look, I use faith and what I'm dealing with mentally, emotionally, because at the beginning I stated that domestic violence can attack you spiritually.
Yeah.
And so out of all the domestic violence that you encountered financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, it may have tore down that, but it didn't tear you down spiritually.
Thank you. That's what I said. I'm very spiritual. I have great spirit and I have great energy. And I started the conversation off saying that. And that's what I had to learn, to not give my energy just to anybody. And I have this type of light that I had to learn about myself that grasp on to the ones that need that love. They didn't have that love at home. Because my love started off at home.
Absolutely.
My mom and daddy love the hand. Still do.
Yes.
I get that love.
Yes.
Get the love from my friends. I get the love at work. And then I had to stop and just get that love within myself. And just start learning loving myself. But what's the question?
She said, "What's the question again?" I'm sorry, but it was how you said it. You were so passionate talking about God. I didn't want to stop you. I did not want to stop you. But my question was, it didn't break you. Out of everything that broke you down dealing with domestic violence, it didn't break you down spiritually. No. So you stood strong in your faith. So you already told me that God didn't leave you. He was always there. At what point did you find yourself being free from all of that? At what point did you find yourself doing that?
Coming to the understanding of I didn't want to experience this another day, knowing that I lost my grandma, or knowing that I'm beautiful within. I that's why I had to learn how to love myself and just say it's better there. It's better out there for me, So even if I do have to wait a year, do have to wait 2 years, I wasn't alone. I wasn't afraid to be alone anymore. I found my peace. It was just the peace that I felt was just me having my dog and me having a job and be able to wake up again and not go through stress and not have to worry about me getting beat up, because I didn't want to keep getting beat up like that. That's sickening. And me knowing my worth, and it's so much better out there for me. And it's just like what was stopping me. I had to question what stopped me from not knowing my worth.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
And the thing is, what was stopping me was me feeling like I wasn't worthy enough to be with somebody.
So it's like you had to start over. You had to love yourself again.
There you go. I had to love myself. I have to stop and love myself first. Because what I said is what I want is what I want is what I'm gonna do. Child. So I'm gonna respect myself for one. I'm not gonna ever let nobody disrespect me, call me out my name. And do you really feel good when somebody call you BITCH, call you an MF? Do you really feel good when somebody hits you across your head? And that's a mental thing, because if you do, if that's your type of love language, then I'm sorry. This conversation is probably not for you, because I'm not built off having hatred or having pain as love. I'm built and came from having nurturing love.
Mm-hmm.
My mother is a nurturer, and my father he's a great educator and provider. So that's the type what I had to stop and say, like, what am I doing wrong?
And he know a lot of big words.
Too many big words.
You know he gonna call and talk about that. But the good thing about that is I ain't gotta answer the phone.
Yeah. And a lot of men in my life was like, where is she getting this from? And it's like, I didn't know. I have no men in my family that's abusers, that's treated women as such as what I went through. No one in that I know of. None of my uncles, my dad, my brothers, none of my cousins. If anything, all of the men in my family are ladies' men. All of the ladies want to gravitate towards that. They love all the men in my family. So I'm trying to say, like, what was it that got me liking that type of abuse? And to this day, I really don't have that answer. But I know I come out of that. I guess it was more so me thinking that if he didn't put his hands on me, if he didn't shout at me, or if he didn't express some type of like upsetness, because when I'm upset, I can get upset with you, but I can still turn around and say, "Damn, I apologize." Let me reiterate this. I know I just crashed on you, but I was not expecting on it to be like, now you flipping me up beside my head, now you bottling me, now you biting me. And it was like, well, I just wanted the same thing. So that's when I had to stop and say, wait, well, maybe me yelling at a person or me saying F you, get out my face, and I don't want to talk to you no more. But it's like, well, I know I said that, but I was just mad. So that's what I was expecting. You just saying, well, get out my face, I don't want to talk to you no more. But it was like, well, even if I did say that to you, but you did that to me, I thought that was okay, because it was like, well, I said sorry. And if you say sorry to me, well,
we friends again.
And hey,
yeah.
we back cool. And it was like, well, no, that's not okay, Abby. So I had to stop thinking it was okay for me to cuss out a person that I really love. Because if you really love this person, yeah, okay, well, just get out my face. I don't want to talk right now. Just give me some time. Give me some space. But if you feel like you got to fix your mouth to say some mean and hatred words to somebody, or if you got to fix your fist, or if you got to fix your mind to abuse this person, that's not love. So I was like, yeah, that's not love, Abby. So I had to really start within myself, because I thought me cussing out my boyfriend and then me texting him an hour back like, baby, I'm sorry, can I come over there, was okay. And that's not okay.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up. That brings me to one of my questions I had. You know, sometimes as survivors, we could be physically apart from all this abuse. We could be physically free from it.
Yeah.
But in a sense, we're still emotionally tied to that person. What would you say, what advice would you give some of our people to try to break that emotional disconnect?
That's a really good question.
That's why I asked.
That is a real good question.
I'm smart.
That's the best question you asked us for.
And again, people, we're opening up the lines. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, Champ, I'm going to apologize for misreading your comments. So why don't you just go ahead and call in for us, 312-837-7219. Our topic today is domestic violence, and we're here with Abby K. And we're talking about breaking those barriers and restarting and faith building and having that support system and not just being tied down to one person. We're also talking about loving yourself in this, because you have to love yourself in this process. And if you don't, you have to rebuild that, and that's coping with that. So we're here today just spreading that So I'm gonna bring it back to you. So like, how do you break free emotionally when you're physically apart? What is some advice that you can give our listeners, if any at all?
The emotional part of it all.
Yes, the emotional part
of that. Oh, I miss him. Let me just call him. Oh,
yeah,
I just want to
yes.
go over there.
Or
Or
I'm sorry for everything. And let's just make it work.
Over.
Yes. Like, how do you break
How
free
do you break
from
free
that?
from that? Is think, just think. Once you go back, the first day probably gonna be right. The first hour probably gonna be right. But think. Is it really gonna be right how I want it to be right forever? No, it's gonna be temporary. That temporary lust or that temporary hold that this person have on you, or that you think that he have or she have on you, and vice versa, it can be binded. It can, but it takes a lot of steps, because first you have to stop missing this person. Once you stop missing this person is when you know that once the missing part is what you really have to get over, because once you miss somebody, it's hard to not text somebody, or it's hard to not want to see somebody, or it's hard to not, oh, let me just go on this person's page and see what they doing, or let me just drive past this person's house, or let me just sit, or I pop up at the restaurant that he working, or something. Like, anything that gonna have you triggered to see or talk to this person is gonna be very hard, because if it's something in my body just tingles, just to be like, oh yeah, this is over with. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't even want to see you no more. It's like I get like a disgust taste in my mouth. Like, I can't explain it though. But mentally,
you're doing pretty good to me.
First, you missing that person, you will have to stop missing that person. And I can't help you stop missing a person. You only have to stop missing a person. By start doing new routine things. If you used to talk to this person in the morning time, go on a walk. Roll up a blunt, call your mom, call your dad, scroll on Instagram or something, make yourself laugh, like, do something to get your mind
different
off of it. Then once you get your mind off of it, set a goal. Like, I'm not gonna talk to this person for a day. Okay, cool.
So you're starting small.
I'm starting small, baby steps. I'm not gonna talk to this person for a day. So if I'm able to not talk to this person for a day, then cool. I ain't gonna talk to them for another day.
Okay, so now once you get past that
second day,
you in competition
I'm in competition with myself.
Right.
Like, I know for a fact, and I'm stubborn. That's another thing. I'm Aries, I'm stubborn. So I want to prove a point to you that, yeah, I want to talk to you. And I told you I want to talk to you. So now I'm standing on business. I want to talk to you. I'm standing on what I said. I want to talk to you. But by that time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I done went 48 hours while I talk to this person. I went 48 hours while I was dealing with this person. Let me go another 48 hours. By this time, I'm just like, skip it. I ain't gonna talk to this person for a week. I'm gonna wait to see how long it takes for this person to reach out to me. And now it's the ticket game, because that person know for a fact, and that person know he ain't finna, or she ain't finna reach out to you first. Because they used to you reaching out first.
Yeah.
They used to you calling, I miss you. What you doing? Where you at? How you doing? Then after that, you make that first original call. Okay, they probably text you throughout the day. What you doing? Where you at? Okay, cool. And that's if you're not living with them. But then once that week go past, and you setting that goal that you want to go talk to that person, it's so easy now to not talk to that person. Now in the back of your head, when that person call your phone, you're gonna be like,
what you calling me for?
What you calling for? Like, hold on.
So
like,
you would say you're in a state of shock at
this
point.
now, because it's like, dang, I really just didn't go this long without talking to you. So now I'm irritable now. Now what's up? What you want?
So you're still gonna answer the call?
I'll probably, yeah. That's what I tell. I probably do answer the phone call, but they gonna be like, hey boo, what you doing? It's gonna be like, what's up? What you doing? Because I know for a fact, in my mind, you ain't just giving a heck about me for 4-5 days, and I know I was the reason why you was giving a heck about me.
Right. Okay.
You was only calling me, only keeping up with me because I was keeping up this. It wasn't because of you. I was always doing everything. I was always initiating stuff. I'm the ring leader, headmaster in this hand. So therefore, I'm holding the ball. I always was holding the ball, and that's what had to make me click. Nigga, I don't need you. You need me.
Because you to stop playing.
I'm gonna stop playing.
That's right.
Come on now. So I'm just like, wait a minute. Pause, Abby. let me reiterate myself. Let me step back. Let me step myself back. Now, he'll call, click, whatever. Now it's like, that feel good. Okay, well, let me just finish doing what I was doing. Listen to my music. That's self-worth. Now, I'm probably like, hey, I'm celebrating this now. I pour me up a drink. I'm listening to some music. And then what? What happens when you listen to music and drink? You feeling good. You having a good time. Yes. You probably want to go outside with your friend like, what you doing, girl? But do not get in your feelings at the end of the night on some, let me call him, let me miss him. Because you really was just doing great by sleeping at night peacefully, not having to wake up to nothing or having to be waking up by something. So celebrate. So what you're saying, celebrate the small wins and don't fall back into that space. Yep. Even if it does sound and look nice, you just keep going. That's what you're basically saying. Okay, that's good advice. Like, keep going. Find something to do. Find a distraction. But if that person if your abuser is not able, if your abuser is calling you constantly, texting you constantly, and you feel like you can't just not get away from this person, then that's when you would have to change your number. That's if you really want to get away. Right. Change your number. Start making people aware that, hey, I know I've been saying that I've dealt with this person, but I really, really am dealing with this person, but can you please just watch my location? Or if I call you, or can I come over there with you? Don't be upset with that person or something like, oh, well, you ain't just call me this long ago. I ain't heard from you this long ago. You just gonna take that person back. So if you I'm talking to everyone now. I'm talking to the bystanders. I'm talking to the victims. I'm talking to everyone. So if that person do call you and you feel as if, oh, well, skip that girl or skip that boy or you just gonna go with that, please do not, because that person trusted to call you and had the guts to call you. So when they get over there, they probably is in the back of their head like, dang, okay, I just wanted to get away from him. And then once they start feeling that I missed some part, now that's when the bystander jump in. Hey, girl, you want to play some cards? You want to distract you. Now you distract that person and bring some type of light on that person to make them not think of that person. So if they do want to vent, do not ever fix your tongue on some I told you so, or some girl you know better, or some, well, if I was you, I would just know. Let that person talk and vent, because 9 times out of 10, we are not talking to get any type of feedback. We're just talking to get our feelings out because we're not able to talk to nobody because we just been shuttled in this house for so long with this abuser. And now I'm just comfortable to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk and vent. So, and that also helps me when I talk. That helps me hear myself and hear what I'm going through, and then probably click like, what the heck is going on? What is going on now? Right. When you talk out loud. Yes. And I understand why people in school, when the teachers told us, practice, read this. Read this out loud. I'm not going to talk to myself out loud. Talk out loud. Yes. Yes. But that makes a lot of sense. And since you said that goes into my other question. What kind of accountability has helped you stay grounded after leaving? And you just gave one of them, which is venting, talking out loud. But what other accountability has helped you stay grounded? Like, this is an absolute no. I don't care what's being said. I don't care if it's $1 billion on the table. I would never talk about this person again. What helps an individual stay grounded? Not just for you, but for anybody. What would you suggest? What I suggest? You for one, you work so hard to get to where you are. Like you don't want to have to. It's insanity to go back, because if you think that person changed, don't. That person probably, that's what I said, have not changed. And if they said, yeah, baby, I changed, I'm good, come back to me, ooh, no, don't believe it, because it's only gonna be good for temporary. So what grounded me, what made me stand on, like, yeah, it's not gonna be good, because what I gave you, I didn't give you months, days, like I gave you years, 3 years, 36 months of time that I'm not gonna get back. And there was some good years too, 26 to 28. That was your best. Matter of fact, 25 to 28. Boy, do you know what I could have been doing? I can't get them yet. I'm 30 now, so it's like, okay, I had fun. I had all the good fun I want now. So what grounded me now is me What grounds me now is I know what type of guy I want, and me having to start over with somebody that I gave all this time to, that I'm not gonna get back again. Do I really want to waste another 3 years of my life with somebody that already just wasted 3 years of my life?
No, because it's like that's backwards. You're moving backwards.
I'm moving backwards, and I'm ready. I'm already ahead of my time now. I'm ready to get you in the back of my mind. I've done all the hard work to not have to feel the urge to talk to you or miss you or see you.
Because you're beyond that stage.
I'm beyond that stage, and I'm an Aries, bro. Once I'm done, I'm done. Sorry.
And you believe in God.
I believe in God. Yes.
And you got a support system.
Yes. And also, once you dish out that energy that you want to receive, and do you know how much and I'm still single. But I've went on some nice dates. I got some good attention from some nice looking gentlemen. And it's like, bro, I wasted some. It just grinds my gears to know that it's some really good guys out there. Mm. And the fact that I thought that you was a good guy, I was praising you. I brought you around my family. Like I'm speaking highly of you as if you really that nigga. You a little wuss.
Wow, a little wuss. I done heard it all now. A little wuss.
You really are. Because if you can feel comfortable to be on a female, and then turn around and still want to be intimate with her, what do you call it? Oh, a little bitch.
Well, since we put it out there like that, we're gonna jump into what's next for Miss Abby K. What is next on your personal journey of healing and growth? Since you're 30.
Since I'm 30, yes. I just talked to it's funny, because I was just telling my sister and brother, like, I want a baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really want a baby. And to go back to the other question, what grounded me now is knowing that I want a baby, I want a man, I don't want a relationship, I want a nice family to make. And I know for a fact I am not going to make it with that person. It's not going to happen.
You saw better.
I saw better. I've experienced better now. I know that it's better out here for me, and I know my worth now. So I'm 30. I would love to settle down with a nice guy and have a baby, because the legacy is not gonna just end because my sister, my brother, or we don't have babies. None of us have kids yet.
Yeah.
And from the talks, my brother, sister don't want kids. So I'm just like my mom. I'm a big, I guess, nurturer. I'm a nurturer at heart. Like, whenever I have a guy, like, I guess that's what it went south with. Even the little boo I was messing with just around that time, like, I'm a big nurturer, so I like to eat, wash the clothes, make sure you good, like,
Yeah,
I like to do motherly, homely duties that I saw my mom doing with my father.
Okay.
Before the divorce. So that's what was, I guess that's what I'm holding on to, was that ideally family life. This is that family life of what could have been if the two was still with each other.
Okay, got it.
So I'm still stuck on my mom and dad being together. I know I ain't gonna never happen, but if I can reiterate that, if I can replay that.
Well, you know what? I'm a firm believer in the word, and the word say, if you come and you ask, you will be given. So if that's your request, and I'm sure they're tuning in. Vince and Joy, Abby would like to see y'all back together. Per Abby, that was not my request. I just want to throw that out there.
I didn't say that. I said it would have been lovely.
Okay, lovely
to have them, but I know that would have happened.
Okay.
I know. I ain't making I ain't psyching myself out.
Okay.
No, I'm 30 now.
Okay.
And what I love is the relationship, not even relationship, the communication they have. Like they speak to one another.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, how you doing? And even my father coming to the peace that he is in, that he at now with my mom. That's golden to me.
Amen.
Yeah.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Another question for you. With your promotion and you moving on up, girl, how do you see your financial independence playing a role in your next chapter? What do you see for yourself?
So I don't want to talk about that because I feel like if I speak that into existence, it's not gonna come. But I do have plans. Just keep tuning in to me. Just keep tuning in.
Keep tuning in to Abby K.
Like next 5 years, I am gonna be a property homeowner.
Go girl,
for sure.
You go girl,
for sure. Like by doing this like just me, like no mama, no daddy help, no nothing.
And that's how you supposed to.
That's how I want to do it.
You grown, absolutely.
Because I want to help them.
There you go.
So
yeah,
for sure.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Because I want to move to Alaska. Question. Another question for you. Over everything that we've talked about, right? Mm-hmm. Faith has clearly been the top priority of your journey. Faith has been that top priority. What's next for you with your walk with God?
I want to get baptized again.
Man.
Yeah. I really do. I want to be reborn again. I want to go and have a cleanse, new journey. And it's crazy because I need to do that before the end of this year because I'm 30.
Because you're 30?
Yeah, and this is a new chapter for me.
That's right.
So
every day is a new chapter.
It is a new chapter.
Okay.
But my 30s, I'm like, 20s behind me. I'm 30 now, so I definitely want to get baptized again. And this time, not only join the church, but keep going to that church.
Amen.
Because even though I don't go to church, I'm a firm believer in God. Like, I love my Jesus. I talk to my Jesus. I pray. But I do want to, learning the word more. I want to learn the scripture more. Like, I need to just set aside.
Be intentional.
To be intentional and set my own Bible study classes.
Amen.
And just learn the Bible. Because I got my grandma Bible. And that's very special to me. So
I know you do.
Yes.
Because you told me to give it to you.
And it got her name engraved in it. And everything. She has certain keynotes and stuff highlighted. And I want to start from the beginning.
That Bible probably as old as you.
It is. And that's why I want to just start from the beginning and see what verses stuck out to her. And maybe it stuck out to me as well. So that's nice.
That is a nice new chapter for you.
Yeah.
One for the high top girl. Okay. What message would you like to leave to individuals to walk away with?
Oh, about overall, yes.
What message would you like to leave?
Do not tolerate verbal. Do not tolerate mental. Do not tolerate financial. Do not tolerate no type of abuse. That's going to have you question yourself or have you feel as if you're not worthy of enough of it. And if you have children, just think of it as if you need to live for them. Do you really want to have your children see this cycle? You don't want to have your children grow up seeing you getting beaten up or vice versa, seeing you beating up your mother, because that only is going to start becoming generational curses. Mm-hmm. Now that person or that boy is going to beat up that lady that he has. And it's like, just, do you want this to really occur in your children's life? Do you want it to occur in your life? Do you want to live with it for the rest of your days? Even if you are out there alone, do not ever feel like you're alone. You're never alone. Everybody always have somebody. That's a real good chance. Chance the Rapper said that everybody is somebody's everything. Like, even if you don't think, everybody is somebody's everything.
Everybody is somebody's everything. Like, that is good.
Yeah, it's a song by Chance the Rapper.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite songs by him. So you would never know who you have until you actually get out your shell. Get out your shell. Get out your comfort zone. If you feel like you don't have a support system at home, join. It's so many groups on Facebook that I'm in. I'm in a Peak group because I like Peak. I'm in a nostalgia group because I love the 90s. I'm in a dog group because I got dogs. So these people around the world don't know me. So when I see certain content of these groups that I'm in, I'm commenting. I'm seeing the support. I'm in the Aries group, and this is just Facebook. And if you like, you know, and not to talk about just technology wise though, but you can start going to a church. You can go to a corner store. You could go talk to a neighbor. Like, hey, like, yeah, you know, I'm just you know having a bad day, or you know, I just want to talk. How you doing? I don't want to come off weird though, but you know, there's ways to do it. I'm a bubbly person. I'm not scared to talk to nobody though, so I'm very approachable. And I've had numerous people just gravitate to me and come up to me and just start talking to me, and I'd be like, well, maybe God sent you my way. So I'm just sit here and listen. And then just be like, well, I just wanted to tell you that, and you know, well, you look lovely today, have a good day. And it's like, well, you have to bless someone. And get a dog, get an animal.
Get another responsibility.
Yeah, I'm saying them dogs would help. My baby helped me a lot. Start working out, go to the gym. If you feel like you don't have nobody, I promise you if you're in tour with anybody that you think you're in tour with, reach out to them. Hey, you know, life is short.
Make amends.
Man, life is too short. If I can talk back to a lot of my friends that I've lost, it's like, man, like I would tell them gentlemen, like, you know, even what I said, because I've lost a lot of good guy friends, and I feel like when I cussed them out, they passed away, and it's like I can't get that back. I can get that back. So if you able to talk to somebody and make amends with somebody, just do it. Like, you would never know. That person probably think about you as well. You know, or
because it's healing for you.
It is.
It's healing for you.
It is. Journal right. Yeah. I have a diary, and that helped me every day. It's funny though, because I don't write in it no more. But I went back to it when you first asked me about bringing me up to the show, bringing me onto the show. I have a diary every day of me experiencing what I was going through with Baby T, and that's very triggering. And I don't want to talk about it, but it's very triggering because when I read the diary, I was like, I really went through all this. So even if you are going through what you're going through, start writing, start diary writing. And once you get out of that loophole, or once you get out of that vicious cycle or that bad relationship or whatever that you feel like you were in, go back to that diary. Go back and just read. And I promise you're not gonna go back to that relationship. I promise you. You're gonna see how far you came. You're gonna see like, what? I really went through this, or I really tolerated this. Like, there's no way there's no way. And I know I got a testimony. I know for a fact.
You do.
This is not the end.
It's not.
It's not the end. And I'm grateful to be able to tell my story, because there's not a lot of domestic violence. I mean, not a lot of domestic abusers. I mean, domestic
violence survivors.
Yes. There are not a lot of domestic violence survivors that are able to speak on their story today. So I'm grateful to tell this story. Like, do I regret it? No. And let me tell you why I don't regret the relationship. Because it taught me what to not look for again. It taught me what I didn't need in my life. And it taught me what I did need and do need in my life. So
everything is a learning lesson.
Everything is a learning lesson. Like,
negative stuff, everything is a learning lesson.
Yes.
When Grandma Block came in and said, and you have a grandma who will always be here for you. And Champ said, Trill Spill 100. I guess you know what that means, right? Okay. Because I don't hit Trill Spill 100. Oh, we going to get talked about. Well, two things. Anointed Accounting would like to say thank you for coming out on this wonderful Saturday. Finally, some nice air. It ain't 80 degrees. Woo-hoo! Oh, I'm sorry. This is still about you. Okay. Anointed Accounting would like to thank you for coming out.
Thank you. I'm already get too. I did.
I'm not saying. Be quiet. You talk too much.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. So everybody that chimed in, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to tune in to Let's Talk Finance with Miss Abigail on domestic violence awareness. Yes, you can open
Everything
everything.
is pink, y'all. She know I love pink. It makes my heart beat.
Please share this content. This content is free. If you have not, please go on over to YouTube and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Please also send us your feedback. Send us your comments. You know, we look forward to that. That just helps us. Again, we provide a safe space and a promising space for you to sit and just talk about how you feel and how to come up and break those barriers. We want to thank Abigail today for not just coming, but for sharing your story, your survival story at that.
Thank you for having me.
Your courage, your wisdom. And to everyone that's listening, that's gonna listen, that's sending this message, it's never too late. Don't think that you're the only one that's going through, because you're not. Whether it's dealing with trauma, financial struggles, loss, you know, we have the power to rebuild, and we have the power to rebuild one another. As Abby K pointed out, talk to somebody, whoever it is. You know, even in my field, being an accountant, I sometimes feel like a priest, because a lot of information that I have to take that to the grave with me. I have to. Like, I have to keep all this a secret. And, you know, I have clients that will call my cell phone or just up and ring the doorbell. Shavonna, look, I got to talk, period. And you the only person I could talk to right now. So that says something. That speaks values. And I'm just their accountant. We meet. Some of these people we meet once a year just to give me their documents. But out of all the contacts in your phone, you choose to call me. So that speaks volumes. So reach out to someone, whomever it is. Thank you all for tuning in, as always, spending time with your girl, Shavonna. I hope that today's conversation inspired you. I hope that you do take away from our survivor, Abby K's story, her power, her empowerment, just her faith alone in God. Be sure to tune in next week, October 18th, where we're going to be talking about another sensitive topic, which is cybersecurity. Yes. And I know some say, that's not really that big of a deal. Oh, but yes, it is. You'd be surprised, because cybersecurity, that's your whole life. The world today is technology based, and at the drop of a dime, somebody could push a button and your life is over. So tune in next week. I have some excellent resources. I got some excellent information for you. This show was going to be on air on Facebook for 30 days, but as you know, because you're going to subscribe to that YouTube channel, it's going to be on YouTube indefinite. It will be up today by 6. Vince said in the Word of God, Habakkuk chapter 22, write the vision and make it plain up on the table, which is absolutely correct. I'd like to thank y'all for staying over with me those extra 2 minutes. Hey, cousin Sharice. Hey. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, Miss Lala. Hey, everybody that tuned in. Miss Angel. Thank you all for tuning in. Just spending your Saturday with me. I know it's 2 hours, but you know, if you didn't catch all the show, go back and just listen to it. You don't have to watch. You can watch for the content because of how we interact, but the message is more powerful than just watching the actual video. So thank you all for tuning in. Miss Abby K, thank you so much, girl.
Thank
girl.
Thank y'all for listening to my story. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to my sweetness.
And I got on pink. How's that? She ain't even in pink.
I tried to do.
Girl, if you don't get your ball ass up out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. This is going to end our live comedy show at AAA Let's Talk Finance.
And
have a great week.
Saturday and weekend, y'all.
I will see you all next week. Remember, keep God first, and Anointed Accounting loves you. www.anointedaccounting.com. 312-837-7219. And we're on all social media platforms under Anointed Accounting. One last announcement, recap again, excluding the day, we got 4 days for these tax returns, Form 1040. If yours need to be mailed out, they should go to the post office tonight. Any mailbox tonight. If you're filing electronically and you have not gotten all those documents in, get in touch with your accountant or your tax preparer. As always, Anointed Accounting is here. We love you. Peace.
Peace. Awesome show.